Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, but my face is not in the videos anymore, so that's something new I'm doing. But the product is what really matters. So this is another video. This is actually part 3 for a brand called Aerofarms, and I want to thank Petra. She sent me a whole bunch of coupons and stuff like that. So I've already done 2 others, and they do have other varieties, but they're not always available in the stores. And I will have a link below to their website so you check out all they offer. So, and some of them are a little spicier for me, so I'm kind of sticking with the ones that I think I would like more. So this is the one called the Micro Supermix. They call this the Hearty Personal Salad, and this is what the package looks like. And you might have seen my other 2 videos, but if not, I'll tell you a little bit about this one, some information before I actually try it and also make something with it. Okay, so this is sustainably grown indoors. There's no pesticides ever. It is freshly harvested, a certified B Corporation. It says grown with purpose. It's a 2-ounce package, and there's no washing needed. It's already washed. And they say here, taste our difference. It's an award-winning greens that are vertically farmed and bursting with flavor. They also have something called the CEA Food Safety Certified, indoor grown, non-GMO project verified. It's also kosher. They have an OU with the sell-by date. It's on the package, and when I was in touch with Petra when I did the first video, she said they're going to update the packaging because it's very hard to see that because it's on this part and it should actually be on the back where it's more readable. But I guess they haven't gone through all their packaging yet, so I guess that'll happen when it does. So then here's where you would open it. And if you don't eat the whole package, what I do is I will open this and not open it all the way and then put it in the fridge. Hopefully you have it like on a door or something where you could put it straight up like this so it won't get all over the place. You can put it in a bag too if you want. So that's how I do it. And then it says here, we're passionate farmers elevating agriculture with better taste, nutrition, and impact. Enjoy our full, what they call flavor spectrum of fresh, flavorful leafy greens with every meal. And these are considered microgreens, in case you didn't know that. And you could look up too the benefits of microgreens, but it actually says it here. So what this is a powerhouse blend of earthy cabbage, sweet kale, and juicy bok choy microgreens. So it's just those 3. But it also says on the package that ingredients may vary. And if you didn't know this, microgreens can contain 5 times more vitamins than their mature plant counterparts per U.S. Department of Agriculture, meaning because they're in a smaller form, it's actually more concentrated, the nutrition. And it says they're also responsibly grown with up to 95% less water and 99% less land versus field farming. And then they give you ideas for how to use it, but I'm going to share with you mine. And then it also says here it's also made with recycled plastic. That's the cover, I guess it's the bag, and there's no top lid, so it says there's also 40% less plastic. So that's another benefit. So now I'm gonna show that to you again. I don't know if you can see it in the light because it's a little glaring from the light above. But I'm gonna open it up here, like I said, on the bottom, and maybe I can kind of peel it back a little to show you what the greens look like. But I'm gonna make something with it and try it. So what I said I would do is you'd peel this back, because it doesn't reseal. That would be a nice thing to do if the actual packaging would kind of reseal closed. Does it? Let me see. Actually, maybe it does, and I didn't realize that. Does it stick back? Actually, I think it does, and I didn't realize that. It actually will stick back, because I think when I first got it, I don't remember if it did. So that's good, that it does actually reseal. So then again, I would just have it still standing up this way just in case it kind of opens, but it looks like it does reseal, which is great. I'm glad to see that. So I'm going to go ahead, I have a fork here, and then I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit of that, see how it tastes. And again, no washing, meaning you can eat it right out of the package, so if you're traveling and you want to eat it, so here's what some of them look like. Yummy. Very nice taste. Now, just so you know, if you didn't know this, microgreens are fragile, just like sprouts are. So they say the sell-by date here is November the 12th, but it doesn't mean, and I'm saying November the 12th because I'm actually recording this actually long before it will be posted, just so you know. But I would suggest when you buy these to use them up as soon as possible, and also look to make sure they look fresh. Like look at the back, because sometimes they look like they're getting slimy. Like you could see that, but I could see that these are really fresh. And nothing, and there's little seeds. I don't know if you could see that, the little seeds from the microgreens, because it's like little sprouts. So they're in there, and you don't have to worry if you eat them, you swallow them, they'll go out. Where if the body's not going to absorb it, it'll just go out. But yeah, that's really nice, very nice, fresh flavor. Also, it's not strong. Like I said, it's bok choy, kale, and cabbage microgreens, so it's really light, mild flavor. So if you want to spice it up yourself, you could spice up. Or they do have other spicier mixes as well. So what I'm going to do that I decided to do with this is make a nori roll. A nori roll is normally with rice, but I'm not doing rice. So it's going to be a little different because of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you also all the other ingredients that I will be using. I will also have the information below, so you can look all those things up if you want to make what I'm going to show you. So this is my nori. This is from a company called Raw Nori. This is a nori sheet. If you don't know anything about nori, it's super duper incredible benefits, nutritional benefits. It has so much in here. And there's a really good quality because they're actually raw, so I highly recommend them. So if you've never seen what nori looks like, I'm going to take it out of the bag. And they also sell nori flakes, they sell powder, they sell many different things. So this is the nori, if you've never seen nori. Now you could always take it and make it into smaller pieces. You could do, like maybe we could do like a half. We don't have to do a whole. Now don't forget, because it's not with rice, it's going to be a little different. It might not hold up as well. But I'm going to do half. And what I'm going to do first is I have some vegetables as well and some other things to put on it. So first I'm going to put, I have some cucumber slices already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these probably in half of that to lay them on the nori. Now I'm not showing you that right now because I have a plate here, but I just can't hold everything. So so here's how I would put the cucumber, kind of like that. So those are 2 pieces of cucumber. Then I have a mini bell pepper. And again, the sky's the limit with what you want to use. You could use zucchini, you could use carrots, sticks, you could use celery. You know, you could just choose what you want to do to create it and what else you put in it for seasoning. So this is the mini pepper, just taking out the seeds here. And then I'm going to slice this in half the long way. Now if you were using a full nori sheet too, like if you'd want to make it fit into the nori, like if it's too long or too short, you might want to cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pepper kind of on each side of the cucumber, like that. And then I have an avocado, and I'm hoping this is a good avocado. We'll see. Sometimes they are, and sometimes, you know, you can never tell. So let's see. Oh, it looks like a pretty nice one. So I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to cut a little strip of it and put some on the nori. And I'll show you that once I have it on there. Now again, like I said, I'm not doing it with rice, and normally when you do it with rice, you make sushi and you kind of seal it with water and stuff. So I'm not doing any of that. But even if it kind of doesn't stay together, that's okay. So I'll show you that in just a moment here. So here's how it's coming together. You see the cucumber in the middle, the 2 pieces of pepper, and then the 2 pieces of avocado. So then next what I will do, because the microgreens will probably be the last thing. Then what I have is, I should have actually put this down on the nori, and I forgot. This is Artisana Organics Raw Tahini. That I should have actually spread underneath, but that's okay. I'll just do it a little differently. That was my intention, but didn't quite happen that way. So, and I've done videos for Artisana, so you could check that out too on my channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it across next to the avocado on either side, and I'll show that to you once I get that done. Since I'm doing this video a little differently than I usually do it, and in a different location, kind of my setup is different, so I can't, I'm not at a table where I could show you as I'm doing it, which I would like to, but it's just the way it is. So there is the tahini on either side. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I have some sauerkraut, and I've done also videos for this brand called Cleveland Kraut. Now this is going to maybe make it a little bit wet, so it might tend to fall apart more, but that's okay. I'm going to take a fork here that I have here. I'm going to put some of that on top of the cucumber, so you won't see the cucumber anymore. Just a little bit, just to give it a nice flavor. And sauerkraut, as you know or may not know, is very good for you. It has probiotics, so you can check out that as well. And this is their beet red kraut. It's one of my favorites. Okay, and next I also have here something a little different from a brand called Eden. It's their crushed tomatoes. Again, this might make it a little watery, I think the cover of the tahini just fell off, but that's okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on. And normally with things like this and the kraut, I like to use wooden utensils usually because it'll stain other utensils. I don't use metal or plastic usually. So I'm going to put a little bit of this actually on top. Oops, my face. I'm trying to keep my face out of it. Putting a little bit of the tomato on top of where the tahini is. So that's going to kind of cover that up. So I'll show you in just a second once I have this done. So you're not going to see everything that is on the nori anymore because of that. So here's how it's shaping up. If you could see the tomato, there, I'll pull it back, you could see a little better. So looking pretty. And then the last thing I'm going to put before I put on the, or I could put that on first. I'm going to actually do the microgreens now. So let's see, do I have another utensil? Let's see what I got left here. As far as utensils, I've got a spoon. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this and put it actually on top of everything. So it's kind of going to cover things up now, but at least you saw everything else first. So I'm taking a whole bunch of it. So it's not, I'm taking not all of it, but you know, a good amount. I like them, they're actually really good. I could probably eat the whole package, especially when they're fresh. Like I said, the sooner you eat them when you get them, the better it'll be. Okay, so let me show you how we're progressing here. So this is how it is with all the, whoops, there we go, with all the greens on it. So you don't see all the other ingredients. And then finally, I'm going to sprinkle on some shredded coconut. This is from Let's Do Organic. And it's distributed by Edward & Sons. And I've done a lot of videos for them as well. So I will also, like I said, include all that information below. And I'm going to sprinkle some of that. I can pick up the plate here to show you. Sprinkle some of that on top of the microgreens. And then I'm going to roll it up. And see how good I can roll it. Because it's not the typical nori roll that you would make. So I don't think I could hold the plate while doing that. So I apologize. It's just a little too much. Too many things in my hand. So I'm sure you know about nori, and I believe I've done videos where I've made sushi and I've shown the process. So here is kind of how it is, and it's kind of sticking out. So I think it was a good idea to make it in half. So what I'm going to do is pick up the plate as I take a bite. I wanted to finish chewing, but now you can kind of see the inside of it. So I think half is a good idea when you do it in this way, because you're not using the rice. So yeah, I like the flavor, and I like the added shredded coconut is nice, and putting the tahini, but I would probably opt for putting the tahini down first and then putting all the vegetables. But it tastes really good. Pardon me for not talking. I was chewing, so. But yeah, this is really nice. So I hope you will check them out and, you know, try my idea for a recipe. Again, this is Aerofarms Micro Supermix. They call it their hearty personal salad. Then here's what the packaging looks like. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.